guys, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel if you're new. Thank you so much for clicking on this video, and I hope you guys enjoy. So for high school freshmen, which I don't know if it would be called the same thing in any other place, but where I live they're called freshmen, and it's basically 9th grade year, obviously. But if you're clicking on this video, it's because maybe you like watching these videos, or you are a future freshman going into high school. If you have started or haven't started and you want to see advice, so I hope you guys can give you guys some good advice, since I already been through that and I already experienced it, and I already even graduated, so I feel like I can give some good advice. But anyways, let's start off. I have everything written down in this cute little book. So I have like all notes, everything, so I wouldn't miss anything. So I'm basically going to separate this into like 3 categories. And for the first categories, which I've seen these videos before like very quickly, I haven't really watched them too much, but I've never seen anyone like include what they personally like supplies they would buy going into freshman year. You don't really know what you're supposed to buy. You just basically buy a whole bunch of stuff and hope that what you're buying is what you need. So that's why I want to include a little section of like just supplies that I used freshman year, and I think maybe it could be useful if you guys buy yourselves if you don't know what to buy going back to school shopping. So for supplies, I would recommend getting 2 binders, whether it's 1.5 inches, or is it an inch or 1.5 inches? Yeah, whether it is an inch or an 1.5 inches binder. I definitely used binders while I was in freshman year, and even if you want, you can get some dividers. I never used dividers, but I mean, if you want to, you could get a bigger binder and then just divide it and use it for all your other classes. So I definitely recommend buying binders. Then I would also recommend buying pens. In my school, you could use any color pen you wanted, but mostly you can use either blue or black pens in most places. So I definitely recommend buying a pack of each, like a blue and black. And then I would also recommend buying paper. I went through paper freshman year, like there was like nothing. Like junior year I bought like 4 of them, and I didn't even end up using all 4 of them, but freshman year I bought so many packs of paper that it was crazy. So I definitely recommend buying paper, packs of paper, cottage rule, because it just looks nicer. And then I would also recommend buying highlighters. I use highlighters mostly in my like reading classes. I used highlighters in my science classes. So I would definitely recommend buying highlighters, whether it's like the same color, like the same yellow color, or like different colors if you want to like color coordinate your notes. Then I have composition books. Most teachers in my school liked composition books. That's what they wanted. That's what they wanted you to use. And I really like the spiral ones. I'll show you guys a picture right here. The spiral ones, mostly these composition books. I think I have one right here that I never ended up using. So I definitely recommend buying composition books, whatever color you want, obviously. And then lastly, a folder. My entire high school year, all 4 years, was it 4 years? 3 years. I used a folder. I bought the 5-star folders. I'll show you guys a picture right here. I would recommend you guys buy the plastic ones, because those don't break, and I would just basically put all my papers for all my classes in there. Like if I had any homework, because sometimes I would forget my homework for Eden Autumn classes, and so I would just have that folder every single day as a staple in my backpack, and then I wouldn't forget my homework on odd or even days. So I recommend getting the plastic folders, like the picture that I'm showing you right here. Okay, then I have academics, so basically like your school grades and your schoolwork and all that. So I have, my first tip is definitely don't slack freshman year. I don't know if you guys heard this in other videos. Freshman year is definitely one of the most important years, as well as your junior year. But freshman year is like the year that you go in there obviously fresh. You get it? Like you don't have any grades prior to that. You don't have, and your GPA is like 4.0. I think you start with a 4.0 GPA. At least that's how it is in my, county. So you start with your GPA fresh, and everything is like good. So you don't want to mess up your GPA, especially your freshman year, because then later on years you won't really have to worry about it, like being too low or not being high enough as you like may want it to. So definitely don't slack off your freshman year. I know there are probably people that like didn't do their work and like thought it was like, oh, high school is so crazy, you know, but don't slack. Just like do your work. Definitely like don't procrastinate. Usually what I did my freshman year, and I tried keeping that habit throughout high school, was whenever I got an assignment or homework or anything due, like it was given to me that day, I would try and do it that same day that I would get home, because then I could just do whatever I wanted and not have to worry about doing my homework. So I definitely recommend try doing it on the same day if you can, because it'll help you like not forget later on if it's like do it on a later time or whatever. So my next step is ask for help. I know it can be like maybe a little bit embarrassing if you're asking for help in front of other people. You know, I don't know, maybe it could be, but if let's say you're like sitting in a class and you don't really know what's going on and you're kind of lost, then don't be afraid to ask your teacher for help. Ask them to just explain it to you a little bit more, because there could be other people sitting in the classroom that don't know what's going on either, and they're just scared to ask for help. So don't be scared to just, you know, raise your hand or call out the teacher or do whatever you have to do to get their attention, and ask them if, you know, they could explain it a little bit more, or that you're a little bit behind, because at the end of the day it's going to be your grades, it's going to be, you know, your test scores, it's going to be everything on you. So, you know, don't be afraid to ask them to explain it one more time. Obviously they're most likely 100% not gonna mind if you ask for help. That just means that, you know, you're trying to, you know, understand and get everything. Thing is take notes. Taking notes was something that I started doing in high school, like as soon as I went into high school, because especially when I had like my science classes and science tests, I definitely wrote down things how I would understand it, not so much how the teacher was writing down, but things that would help me remember the things, remember names, or remember like equations, or remember anything. I would just write it down and highlight it and make it bold, and definitely take notes of whatever you don't understand or whatever you think you're gonna forget, so then later on in the year, whenever you have any midterms or exams or anything like that, you can just look back on your notes and, you know, kind of have an idea of what was happening. Pick classes that you'll enjoy taking, that you'll enjoy spending your time on, because I know that you might have friends that, you know, have picked like classes that they might like, and you want to be possibly in classes with them because they're your friends and whatever. But I would definitely recommend picking classes that you're gonna enjoy, that you're gonna like doing, that you're gonna like spending time on, because 10 out of 10 times, if you don't like the class, you're not gonna do well on it, and it's just gonna mess up your GPA and just like mess up your grades and bring you down, rather than classes that'll bring you up, that you know you like and that you'll find interesting. So definitely pick classes that you'll enjoy spending your time on, and not so much for your friends, because it's not their grades, you know what I mean? My last little section is like yourself, like things that you should do for yourself, or kind of like yourself in high school. So my first point is basically just be yourself. I know it's sometimes you want to fit into a certain crowd, or you want to like seem cool in front of other people, and you might want to like change how you are, or change something about yourself. Not to do it, because however you are is basically what you're going to attract. So don't change yourself, don't try and like be like other people, don't try and dress like other people, don't try to act like other people, because at the end of the day, you want to attract friends that you have like compatible like traits with, and people that are similar to you, so you guys can have like, you know, a better connection and better friendships and all like that. So definitely be yourself and don't change yourself for anyone. My next point is don't worry about fitting into a certain genre, I guess it would say. Like, don't worry about fitting into a certain group that you see, or don't worry about fitting into a certain crowd, because you're just gonna end up standing out and it's gonna be even more awkward. So just like I said, be yourself, and you'll find your own crowd of people, you'll find your own friends that are like you, that like the same things as you, and it'll be a better high school experience if you just hang out with people that are just like you. My next point is to definitely worry about yourself. That basically means like maybe your friends are behind in their schoolwork and you want to help them, and I totally understand that you want to help your friends or whatever, but don't help your friends to a point where you are gonna you're gonna start being left behind, and it's gonna affect you and your schoolwork and your life and your personal life or your personal friendships or whatever. Like basically, put yourself first. Like put yourself first in every situation. Worry about yourself. That may sound a little bit selfish, but at the end of the day, it's gonna be your stuff. It's gonna be whether you're gonna end up graduating with a high score or whether you're gonna end up graduating with a low score. First, if you know you can't go out, if you know you can't do certain things, and I definitely recommend not to do it and put yourself before anyone else, as kind of bad as that would seem. But like, try not to worry about everyone else, and you know, if you're slacking and if you know you're behind and if you need to like step it up, then I would definitely recommend to like step it up, because you know, they're not gonna end up helping you sometimes. You know what I mean? My next point is relationships. I guess it would pertain to like guys and girls, you know, having a relationship. Try not to go into high school expecting a relationship or wanting a relationship or needing a relationship with anyone, because most of the times like there's gonna be like little players and like little F boys or little like F girls, or like try not to look for it. Like try not to be like, oh my god, I want a boyfriend, oh my god, I want a girlfriend, or like, oh my god, he's so cute, I want to be with him. Try to not do that, even if you know you see someone attractive or whatever. Like, don't worry about getting into a relationship. Like, don't rush into getting into a relationship. Let the relationship find you and let the person find you, and if it's meant to be, then you guys will definitely find each other and you will have a relationship. So try not to worry about that. Or if you have friends that have boyfriends or have girlfriends, don't feel like left out because you don't have one. Don't try to look for one. Just like take it easy, you know, go to school, you know, participate in stuff, like go to games and all this cool stuff that high school does have to offer. And you know, don't really worry about relationships, at least not now, because you'll definitely have more time to do it in the future. And then friends is my last point. When making friends, like I said before, it could be sometimes an easy thing, sometimes a hard thing, you know. Sometimes you just don't find someone that you personally fit in, but definitely just like, you know, be open to meeting new people and don't be shy. You know, maybe if you are shy, just like if you're assigned to work together, just like, you know, work together, get to know people, because that's at the end of the day how you're gonna make friends. And don't really like try to exclude yourself, or don't try to be like too out there to people that aren't similar to you and that aren't like you, because you'll end up just changing for them, and you know, you don't want to do that. So for friends, just like be open to everyone and be open to meeting new people and, you know, going to new things and, you know, doing new things that you didn't do in middle school or however you guys call it, 6th and 7th, 8th grade. Just like be open to making friends, but also don't be too open, because that could also be bad. Get along with everyone, like whatever you have, classes with people, just like talk to people that you think maybe are most similar to you or you think you'll get along with, and you'll probably most likely create friendships that could last you your whole high school, rest of the 4 years that you have of high school. And that is it for my video. I hope that you guys got some tips that may help you, or they're gonna help you during your high school experience. If there's anything that I missed below that you think will be useful or helpful to anybody else that is going into high school this year, then be sure to definitely put that in the comment section below, because I'm sure that people will also look, you know, for maybe other people's experiences or other people's tips. So thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to also leave in the comment section below what grade you guys are going into, what you want to see next, what videos you want to see next, if you do want to see any videos. So yeah, leave that in the comment section below, as well as any comments that you want to say or anything that you want me to do or anything that you want me to film. I'll definitely most likely maybe film another school video. I'm not really going to school right now because, like I said, I already graduated, so I'm not going to college until January. So I don't really have school right now. But if you want to see any other school related videos, then I'll definitely try and film as many as you guys tell me, and as many as you guys will enjoy. So yeah guys, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe to my channel for more videos, different videos, awesome videos, cool videos, whatever videos. And leave me a big thumbs up and subscribe like I said, leave comments. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!